Hey, hold on a second. This is Future Blessed African Media. And I don't know what you're going through right now. I have no idea. The struggles, the hardship you've been through all this week. But I believe that with this legendary story that I'm about to share with you right now, can help and then shift and change your life. We don't know what's going to happen up next. But I believe listening to this legendary story can help to change your life right now. If you can spare me some of your time, let's dive into it right now. Before he became a symbol of freedom, he was just a boy, herding cattle in a village or in a small village. This is the story of Nelson Mandela that I'm about to share with you right now. And I believe you can pick a lot of advices and then things that can help our life in it, because he has been a legend since the olden days. Nelson Mandela was born on July 18, 1918 in Vizo, a tiny village in South Africa. Lulala means troublemaker in his language, and he lived up to that name always. His father died, and his father was a chief as well. Nelson Mandela Lulala was 9 years old when his father died. He was sent to live with the regent, the acting king of his tribe. There, for the first time, he wore shoes. He slept in a proper bed. He went to school. At school, the teacher gave him the English name, Nelson. That name would rather be known around the world. As he grew, Nelson saw the truth of his country. That is where the real story began. Black people were treated like second-class citizens. They couldn't vote, they couldn't move freely, they couldn't stop where they wanted. They were beaten, they were jailed for being just black, as in complexion or as in color. He became a lawyer to fight this with the law, but the law itself was unfair. So in 1944, he joined the African National Congress to fight for freedom. Peacefully at first, marches, boycotts, speeches. The government answered with violence and arrest. So fast forward in 1962, they caught him. He was sentenced to life imprisonment for fighting against apartheid. This is sad. Robben Island prison was designed to break Nelson Mandela into pieces. Cell 5, measuring 7 by 8 feet. No bed, just a mat on concrete. He spent his days breaking rocks in the blazing sun. Guards called him a terrorist. His maid was censored. His mother and his son died when he was in prison. And guess what happened? He never, or he couldn't, attend either of a funeral. This is really sad. For 27 years, he lived like this. But prison didn't break him. This is the real legend. It built him up. In the silence, he read, he exercised, he talked to the guards. He learned that hate keeps you in chain even after the door is opened. He decided, when I walk out, I will leave my anger behind. On February 11th, 1990, the gates opened. 71-year-old Nelson Mandela walked out free man. The world watched as he raised his fist, not in hate, but in peace. 4 years later, in 1994, he voted for the first time in his life. And then he became president of South Africa, the first black president. He could have taken revenge. He chose to forgive instead. He invited his former jailers to his inaugurations. He said, "Let us build a nation where all people are equal." This is the legend who wants unity. This is the legend who wants peace. Mandela served only one term as a president. He stepped down because inside him, with his spirit, he believed that leadership was about service, not power. He spent the rest of his life fighting poverty, AIDS, and injustice. When he died on December 5, 2013, the whole world mourned a man who chose love over hate. Nelson Mandela started as a village boy with no shoes. He ended as a man who changed the nation without his words. His lesson is simple. One thing that I can tell you right now, or who is watching this video, is that you can't control your circumstances. You cannot control your circumstances, but you can control your response to them. Look at all the things Nelson Mandela passed through. I don't know what you have been through ever since you were born. I don't know what the pain that you've gone through. I don't know where you were lived. I don't know the kind of parents that gave birth to you. But I want to make this thing clear to you that whatever that you're doing, you should have a clear mindset. And then one thing in the heart that you have to put in your head is that hate puts you in a chain. Hatred puts you in a chain where you cannot break yourself, when you cannot feel it worked. So live free, love others, let unity run through ourselves, because unity is what our legend has been wanted for a long time. Nelson Mandela came back from prison and reunited the white dominations and the black dominations. Despite the color, despite everything that has happened, he never fight for revenge. He forgave the white dominations who jailed him for what he was never up to do with. Nelson Mandela passed through a lot. So this is the story. Learn something from it. I don't know what you're going through right now, but I believe that this story is going to teach you something. This story is going to help you with a little bit of advice that you need with your life. This story serves as a peace. This story serves as a unity for the whole African countries. Let us support, let us share, let us comment. If you want to ask any question, please drop it under the comment section, because there is Future Bless African Media. This channel, you talk about every single stories of African, including the genesis or the legend. You talks about all of them. So thank you for watching Future Bless African Media, and then we'll keep giving you stories upon stories of the legend that has lived, because they are legends. Their story never dies. Legend's story never dies. May his soul rest in peace. Bye.